is up and good, and it's now a they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 13 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Colts, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. On first down, Wentz. This is caught. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Mo Alley-Cox in his 4th season now in the NFL had 31 catches for the Colts last year. Really starting to develop into an excellent target downfield. And there he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. If you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 2nd down at 7. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts' 40-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their 1st-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the... Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run. It's Henry. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. That's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able...
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He's got it. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So after the touchdown here. Here's Blankenship kicking off. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And here's Rodgers on the return. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 77-yard punt return. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, time to start thinking about dinner plans after this one. I don't want to write them off first quarter, but my goodness, the offense clicking like this. And a 4-score lead.
We are programmed to not get to that stage, right? To not think that way, but you can't help it. They look like sheer perfection right now with those 4 scores this early. Let's see if they can keep it up, and let's see if there's any way possible they can be slowed down.
Yeah, right now, I don't see any signs of them being slowed down. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the route is on here in this first half. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson wins. 22 yards. And the Colts just continue to pour it on.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel... right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll throw from the gun. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. That was sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Second down, they go again with Henry. Breaks a tackle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Will Dissly, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Bullock good on the extra point. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 2nd and 16.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. This is caught. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Little pitch play, toss play. Allows the running back get some vision and some big guys to get out in front. This time they did it to the right side.
Went to the right side. Is there a preference, right or left, for a lot of these guys that run the ball at this level?
I know in the good old days, most teams were constructed to run to the right side. I can't tell you exactly why. That was the power side. The left side was what they used to call the quick side. But in this case, the power won.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry pushing through the contact. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And shedding through the tackle. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000. And the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd and 12, Wentz dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this Indianapolis offensive line is one of the best in the business. Also, one of the toughest. They only gave up 21 sacks in 2020, the 2nd lowest total in the NFL. Surprisingly, they've already given up 2 in this game.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Wentz now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. Oh, a heck of a move. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Wentz. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.